You can imagine, you go to the psychiatric ward and you come out with pretty much nothing. And that's where I walked into EMBERS.
Being an immigrant, it's unlike any other experience. It's the otherness, it's the outsider, it's the cultural shock, it's the language barrier, it's the vocabulary issues.
I was raised in foster homes, so from home to home to home to home.
I've had hardships, through my younger life and thought there was nobody out there that really cared. I'm a member of the Squamish Nation. I'm 58 years old, a residential school survivor.
I was in a workforce for quite most of my life. But there became a time with bad decisions and unfortunate circumstances, a combination of thereof, addiction being one of them. I found myself homeless and on the street.
I wasn't happy where I was. And sometimes we tell ourselves we're okay with how things are. But I wasn't happy living in a tent, being separated from my daughters, and not having any goals in my life.
I was looking for work. It took me like 6 or 7 months and I couldn't find anything, and I had 3 kids, so I was kind of like falling into a despair feeling. And the people that would reply to me would say, "I'm sorry, you have no Canadian experience. We don't know you, so nobody will give me an opportunity."
I find that everybody has hurdles when it comes to employment or looking for employment. For myself, I find that social anxiety would be one, or even just having to answer the question, "Why you?" I mean, I can talk and I can give presentation, here starts a show, but inside my mind, it's, why me?
When a person has nothing, to walk into a door of an office and ask for an application when you don't have an address, you don't have ID, you don't have a cell phone number where you can be contacted, there's so much that you don't have, that opportunity isn't available for you. And EMBERS gives you that opportunity.
The first job I got, that day I went there in the morning, they said show up first thing, and Mark was behind the counter doing coffee, and he said, "Can I get you a coffee? How about a Danish? Lunch? Mayo? Mustard?" I didn't feel as though I was worthless. And when somebody treats you as though they think you're worthless, it's pretty apparent. So I've been experiencing that quite a bit. But when I walked into EMBERS, I didn't get that feeling. And so I was a big fan right off the bat.
When somebody connected me with EMBERS, there was no restriction to the open door and open arms, and they welcomed me, and I didn't feel like an outsider. It was more like, great, come in with us, welcome.
Just walked in that day, and I came up on the second floor, and I was talking to people, and I was like invited for orientation right away. I get back home and I get ready, and the next day I came to go to work, and it was like boom. I never stopped ever since. So I've been working, every day.
Anyone can walk through the door and get the opportunity to go and earn a living and feel important.
I have a contract with an organization that partners up with EMBERS. It's social housing and creating that sense of community and support. It's fulfilling for me. It's very challenging, but I love it. I feel it's more connected to my purpose.
Just come to the office and just ask, and you will get a job through EMBERS.
I work for a very nice, a reputable company that treats me extremely respectfully. I'm grateful for EMBERS for giving me that opportunity. Without it, I wouldn't be here. Like, that's how much this company does for a person that has nothing.